Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of October 15th through the 21st. Thank you so very much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Eric. It is very nice to meet you. And if you're returning, what's up, guys? All right, Aquarius, so this is going to be your weekly energy reading for the week of the 15th of 21st of October. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, yes, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, I will say that I highly recommend that you guys really try and focus mainly, if you're looking for guidance, mainly on your rising sign. Because your rising sign is really most likely going to be the one that resonates the most for you. Now, if you have access to your rising sign, then I highly recommend that you do so. I do suggest that you do so. And these readings here, especially the weekly readings, they're mainly going to be focused towards your rising sign. So this technically would be for Aquarius. Aquarius rising. Yes. But of course, as always, you can watch for your moon, your sun, or any other placement that you're curious about. Yeah. All right, Aquarius. Without further ado, let's just get on with it. Hi, Spirit. Please make me a clear channel for all Aquarians. Please bring forward the best messages to serve the highest good of all involved for the week of October 15th through the 21st, 2020. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Aquarius, let's get into this here. I'm going to give this 5 shuffles, and we're going to see what your overall energy is for the week, your general theme. Yes, 2 things. 1, I do believe there is a storm about to roll through, so you might end up hearing some rain, you might end up hearing some thunder. Also, you might hear some rustling in the background. That's Orion playing with one of his recent lizard catches. Yes? Don't mind him. All right, here we go. 5 shuffles for you, Aquarius. 1. 2. 3. For my Aquarians for the week of October 15th through the 21st. This is 4. And this is 5. All right, Aquarius, let's see what your general theme, your overall theme is for the week. Ooh. All right, you have 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. You have 3rd chakra, Archangel Shamuel. And you have man holding a coin. All right? So, Aquarius, this is speaking mainly to masculine energy here. And I feel like either you are, which is interesting because I kind of, even though Aquarius is depicted as a woman or a feminine figure pouring out water, I kind of see Aquarius energy as very masculine. Aquarius is a fixed sign. Fixed signs tend to be masculine in nature, whereas like cardinal signs tend to be feminine in nature. And then mutable signs are, you know, the androgynous ones, right? And with Aquarius and Pisces being the last 2 signs of the zodiac, and Aquarius being that first sign where you start getting into the theme of the collective. I am seeing the Aquarian as the masculine and the Pisces Aries as, why do I keep wanting to say Aries? Some of you are dealing with an Aries around here. For some of you, Aries might be your rising sign. Anyway, Aquarius being the masculine, Pisces being the feminine. Aquarius here, I feel like you are working on getting a change in perspective in terms of your masculinity, your masculine side, how you go about business, specifically, how you go about making money. I feel like many of you may approach making money in a very masculine way. Very demanding, very driven, very focused. On point. a leader in a sense. I feel like some of you may even be entrepreneurs. If you're not an entrepreneur, you're just a very independent thinker. Okay? I feel like there's an now even if you're not more masculine in nature, I feel like if you are more feminine in nature, this is you gaining a change in perspective on willpower and masculinity. The masculine side. You could be really working on developing and healing and balancing and integrating your inner masculine energy, which quite frankly goes hand in hand with the collective energies that I've personally been channeling here on Divine Conversations for the last week, especially if you're in the Twin Flame Collective, okay? Let's see what's crowning you this week, Aquarius. I keep wanting to say Aries. I have not done Aries reading today. Aries was yesterday. Some of you are dealing with Aries energy. Aries is also Aries is a fixed sign, but also Aries is very masculine in nature. I'm sorry, Aries is cardinal. Excuse me, Aries is cardinal, but Aries is very masculine in nature. Okay. Some of you have Aries energy in your chart, and you might want to check the Aries reading for this past week. So the Aries reading was yesterday, so that would be for the 14th through the 20th of October. Okay, check that out. All right. Let's see here. Well, let's see what's crowning you this week, Aquarius. 4 shuffles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, Aquarius. What is crowning you this week? What's on your mind? What could be part of your thought process? What could help your thought process here? Yes, Aquarius. Crowning you for this week. Crowning you for this week, Aquarius. What's crowning you, Aquarius? There we go, right there. Coming forward and diligent. I'm sorry, diligence. Okay, so there is so some of you are really bringing your masculine energy to the forefront. Some of you are also calling your masculine energy to the forefront for some sort of retribution, articulation, diligence, and going forward. I do feel like some of you are leaving a comfort zone type energy behind. There's an energy of a higher awareness, your crown chakra opening, and that allowing you to reshape your willpower, reshape what you're striving for, what you're driving for. I feel like some of you are actually leaving some sort of business or some sort of habit maybe, or some sort of process, some sort of way of asserting yourself. I feel like you're leaving that behind and moving forward because there's a sense of higher awareness or higher wisdom that's coming in for you this week that's allowing you to evolve, basically. For some of you, this man holding a coin could be another person. Maybe this is that Aries energy I was picking up on. And maybe this is someone that's very masculinely oriented, or just a man who is very business or financial or materially oriented. And you could be changing your thought process about this person, about this process. You could be changing the way you perceive of business, finance, materialism. And there could be someone specifically connected to that you're seeing a higher awareness about, or that you're gaining a higher awareness about. But Aquarius, I feel like you're very determined this week to move forward in some way, to leave something behind, some sense of your reality. You're really diligent. There's a strong sense of diligence to move forward from this, to move on in a much more beneficial way. Let's see what's driving you this week. 5 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, 5. All right, Aquarius. So what's driving you this week? Opportunity. I'm hearing you're being faced with an opportunity here. I think, and honestly, Aquarius, I'm going to say that you're very consciously aware of this opportunity. And so you're consciously taking action here. All right? This opportunity has presented itself and you're like, whoa, okay, this is something different. Maybe I should move forward from here. Maybe I should move forward with this and see what I can do with this new sense of knowledge, this new sense of wisdom. All right, Aquarius, I like this. Let's get into your tarot here. We're going to see either whether you have 2 timelines that you could be following this week or just the rest of the energies, the rest of the story for your week ahead. Yes, 5 shuffles. 1. 2. For my Aquarians here. 3. 4. Oops, take that one. Okay. 4. And 5. All right. Ooh, all right. Let's cut the deck. Boop. Overall energy. No, sorry. Gosh, that is such a... That's a habit. That's a habit. Timeline A. The Hierophant. Death. 6 of Cups. Okay. Timeline B. Knight of Pentacles. Judgment. 8 of Swords. Common denominator. Temperance with the Lovers. Overall energy is the 10 of Pentacles. Yes, Aquarius. There is definitely a sense of completion here. 10 of Pentacles to the 4 of Wands. Oops. To the 4 of Wands. To the King of Wands. To the 9 of Cups. At the bottom of the deck. Alrighty, Aquarius. So let's talk. All right, hey, let's talk. I'm being silly. So, timeline A, you have the Hierophant, Death, and the 6 of Cups. And initially what I heard here, Aquarius, was death of the status quo. And getting back to a sense of your inner child, getting back to some things that you really loved or represented you and your spirit as a child or in the past, or just death in terms of what the past has been for you up until now. Like, I'm kind of getting a progression of everything in the past before the moment that you find yourself in right now is changing. The status quo is changing. A second timeline here, or a second set of energies, you have the Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, and the 8 of Swords. So I see slow and steady progress towards breaking yourself free from some sort of mental confinement, and I am seeing the Hierophant and the 8 of Swords as something very similar. It could be and this makes a lot of sense, Aquarius, because Aquarius is a fixed sign, okay? So what I'm feeling here is that there was something that you always did, some process you always followed, and what's really happening for you here with your common denominator being the common denominator being temperance with the Lovers, the universe, the Most High, if you want to call it, God, Source, Creator, is really influencing you and helping you to come to terms with some sense of change within you, some sense of rebalancing, reorganizing, I'm hearing, and helping you to make a decision that's better for you, better aligned with you. Temperance to the Lovers. It's creating a change. You have, look at this major arcana in the center of your column here. You have Death with Temperance and the Lovers and Judgment. So you're being called to rise above. There is a higher awareness. There's a higher wisdom that's coming through here for you. Now, your overall energy is the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the King of Wands. And what I really want to say, because I do see the Ten of Pentacles as, yes, the Ten of Pentacles can be longevity. It can be your career, your finances. It's being in something for the long haul, your legacy. I do see the Ten of Pentacles as a representation of the 10th house, of course. But I also see the Ten of Pentacles as a lesson learned, a graduation from one level of existence, one level of life circumstance, I guess we can say, being having completed that and being able to graduate and move on to the next. All right. There is a great sense of stability here for you, Four of Wands, and I feel like there is also a great sense of confidence overall for you here. And if there isn't much of that confidence that you're naturally feeling, Spirit is saying you should feel very confident in yourself. Like, cultivate as much of that confidence as you can, because you're moving forward towards greater satisfaction. Okay? Nine of Cups. Maybe even a greater sense of wish fulfillment for you. All right, Aquarius? All right, let's get some clarification with the Lenormand here. 5 shuffles. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. All right, let's look at what's this Hierophant here, please, Spirit? Time. The clocks. It's time to move on. The alarm is going off. Okay, Death. The Sun. So I really see the Sun here as a greater representation of your true self, your soul. I feel like your soul is really, it's time to come out of this conformity, to come out of this box, of this pigeonholed energy, maybe. Okay, you're transforming into a greater version or a greater expression of yourself on a soul level, all right? 6 of Cups. Whoop. The Wishing Well is in reverse with the Maze. Aha. Okay. So the Wishing Well being in reverse on the 6 of Cups here, okay, with the Maze at the bottom of the deck, this is telling me that whatever it was you were working towards in the past was not the wish fulfillment that you wanted, needed, deserved, or even genuinely wanted, or at least it wasn't the wish fulfillment that you ended up receiving. And I feel like you worked hard for it. And so this diligence that's here on your crowning you right now is the diligence that you worked so hard towards, only to not receive exactly what it was you wanted, or maybe even what you thought you were working towards. And so now that diligence is being redirected towards you moving forward towards greater fulfillment. The Lovers with Temperance, a greater sense of balance and union and harmony within. A greater sense of soul expression on a soul level, expressing who you really are on a soul level. Maybe not completely who you are, but a greater form of that expression than you have been expressing in the past. Okay? All right. Knight of Pentacles then. The Passionate Woman. Power. Desire. I feel like the feminine within you is coming forward, bringing you a greater sense of passion and what it is you really truly want. The feminine can also represent the receptive aspect of being in the law of attraction. You could see this as kind of like the Queen of Wands, and that's kind of how I see I call the Queen of Wands the physical embodiment of the law of attraction. because the Queen of Wands, she is the queen. She's feminine, she's receptive, but she's also very powerful, very magnetic. She stays in alignment with what it is she wants, fully confident that she can have it and is going to get it, and just allows it to come to her. That is part of the dynamic of working with the law of attraction. And then you have her counterpart in the King of Wands here, which is the moment where you know, okay, you've been sitting, sorry, there's cat hair all over me. You've been sitting in your awareness of what it is you want, being truthful with yourself, feeling confident, feeling powerful, being in alignment with what it is you want. And then there are moments where you're going to have to take action. It's not all just sitting around waiting for it to come to you. You are going to have to take action at certain points when you feel inspired to. That's where the King of Wands comes in. Because the King of Wands is that type of individual that sits back and waits for that right time to strike. And so in essence, you're sitting in that Queen of Wands energy, being receptive, basically waiting for that time to strike, being in alignment, and boop, then there goes the King of Wands taking action. Okay? But this is on the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a slow and steady process, which is a good thing. But this is the alignment that you want to be in if you're going to really persevere and have the wherewithal to really follow through with this in the long term. Okay? Judgment here. Clover with the mask. So yeah, you're receiving luck, you're receiving abundance by taking off the mask, by rising above. But you see, I don't really believe in luck in the sense that, oh, it's by chance. No, I kind of believe that you create your own luck. Your luck, or you are seen to be as lucky because you prepared, you did your work, you did what you needed to do to receive that which you're now thinking, oh man, am I lucky? And in this case, you, quote, get lucky by taking off the mask and revealing the true self, or allowing your true self to rise above the falsehoods that used to be the past, or used to be in the past. Eight of Swords then. The letter. News. Okay, some of you actually may receive some news, and I almost feel, gosh, I mean, someone might get fired. But quite frankly, you might get fired, you might get laid off, you might just get let go, you might get released from a project, you might get released from something. I feel like somebody's going to get some news here. But even if you are getting fired, I don't think it's a bad thing. Because quite frankly here, Aquarius, whatever news you're getting is releasing you from some sort of confinement. Now, this could also be you communicating something, leaving a job, leaving a relationship, leaving a project, leaving some sort of circumstance, leaving maybe leaving school, in pursuit of your own happiness. Let's get a little bit more on that. Yep. The scythe. Now, the scythe can be seen as maybe a harvest, but it also is basically, at the core, is cutting something away. So there's either news that you are giving or news that you are receiving that is releasing you from something, Aquarius. And it's all in service of your greater good. It's all in service of releasing yourself from some sort of confinement. Now, you do have the dice at the bottom of the deck. So initially, this might seem risky, but if you're going to take a risk on anything, why not take a risk on yourself? Right? If you're going to gamble anything, why not gamble for your own betterment, for your own highest good? I mean, if you're going to gamble anything, right? Why not take a gamble or take a leap of faith that's going to potentially lead you to a better position of, we'll say, greater authenticity or greater power or whatever, greater freedom. Last thing I want to clarify here is the Temperance and the Lovers. The Book and the Stork. Yes, yes. Ooh, and the Swans at the bottom of the deck. All right, so wow, Aquarius. So I feel like closing this book or closing this chapter is going to bring you great abundance, is going to maybe help you in your home or family life. Writing a new story, changing the game is what I'm hearing. This could even lead you to finding a romantic partner, not gonna lie, with these swans here. But this also could be the balance in marriage of masculine and feminine energy within you. You could see the swans as kind of like a version of the lovers from the Lenormands. Your home, your domain. Closing the book, closing the chapter, writing a new one, bringing you great success and abundance. That's what I'm picking up on here, okay? So you might, make your own decisions, but from what I'm saying here, I just heard literally, you might want to go ahead and make that gamble. But I don't think, we might want to call it a gamble. We might want to call it taking a risk. We might want to call it rolling the dice. We might want to call it taking a leap of faith. But it's not like it's on a whim, Aquarius. It's more like you're receiving some sort of higher wisdom, higher perspective with the 7th chakra that is allowing you to reshape your willpower or what you're driven towards, what you take action towards. And this could very well be financially oriented. So this could be your job, especially with the 10 of Pentacles here. But ultimately, this is in service of you moving forward. You have an opportunity here, Aquarius, to move forward. Okay? All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I love you guys so much, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading next week. Yeah? Take care. Mwah! Bye.